Maybe the game of the week takes place out in San Francisco, a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the New York Giants going out there to play the San Francisco 49ers. BETDAQ currently has San Francisco installed as a 5-point favorite in this game, 44.5 the total. And hey, San Francisco has been as good as any team in the league. They might be the best team in the entire NFL. And I realize they've lost a game. I realize Houston and Atlanta are both still undefeated. But if you take out that one loss, a surprising road loss to Minnesota, the San Francisco 49ers have been absolutely dominant in the rest of their games. The last two games since that loss, they've won by a combined total of 79-3. 45-3 last week over the Buffalo Bills. Set a franchise record for total offense, which is incredible when you consider that throughout the San Francisco 49ers history, they have had some historically great offenses. You know, Montana and Steve Young. And this year's Niner team, they win with defense. At least primarily they win with defense. And what a defense it is. Second in the league in total defense right now. First in points allowed. Actually, interesting thing this in the NFL this week. I wonder when the last time this happened in the NFL, where in the same week we get to see the number one ranked offense in the league go against a number one ranked defense. That would be the New England-Seattle game. And we also get to see the number two ranked offense in the league and the New York Giants go against the number two ranked defense in the league, San Francisco. Now, the Giants, we mentioned, number two ranked offense in the league. They've had a lot of success. They've really carried on their success from last season, obviously being the Super Bowl champions, and really shifting to a pass-first offense. Years past, the Giants have been a run-first offense, sort of that offense been based around the running of Ahmad Bradshaw and Brandon Jacobs. Jacobs no longer there. Ahmad Bradshaw sort of an afterthought in this offense now. Eli Manning and these great wide receivers, Hakeem Nicks and Victor Cruz, they're what makes this offense go. Hakeem Nicks has been injured. We don't know yet if he's going to be ready for this game. Definitely keep an eye on that before you decide to have a play on this game. San Francisco, that is, there's not been a better team to back in the entire NFL over the last year and a half since Jim Harbaugh has taken over as coach of the San Francisco 49ers. 16-6-1 against the number, including 4-1 this year. This team is just really good, and even though we all now know they're really good, they still end up being better than we think they are. That being said, are they a good bet as a 5-point favorite this week against the New York Giants? When you consider the Giants have been prolific on offense, they've been able to put up a lot of points. This is a lot of points to be given a team like New York, but I do lean towards San Francisco here. I think there will be a little bit of a motivation factor, disgruntled from losing that NFC Championship game last year. I'm sure that still doesn't sit right with the players and coaches on that team, and they've just been playing so well this year. And as good as the New York Giants have been on offense, they've had some problems on defense. They've looked more like the defense that we saw the first half of the season last year than the defense that we saw in their playoff run when they really picked it up. So Niners look better than the New York Giants so far this year. I believe they'll have a little bit of an edge playing at home, wanting to get the Giants back after beating them to in that NFC title game last year. I am a little bit skittish about giving 5 points to a team like the Giants. Certainly can't say enough about Eli Manning, that passing game. Manning has developed into an elite quarterback, one of the 3 or 4 best quarterbacks in the league. Who would have thought we'd ever see the day where you could say that without a shadow of a doubt, beyond a shadow of a doubt, Eli Manning is the best Manning in the family, and Peyton Manning is still playing football? I mean, 3 or 4 years ago, that would have seemed ridiculous, but now I think it's the case. I believe Eli is one of the best 3 or 4 quarterbacks in the league. I believe he's the best quarterback in his family. So it's tough for me to give that guy 5 points in a big spot like this, but it's even tougher for me to bet against this San Francisco 49ers team that has been an absolute machine. So my lean here is towards the home team, San Francisco 49ers, minus 5 points.